Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a minute and for that I apologise. I haven't actually uploaded anything since Vlogmas Day 24 of 2022. It's now September 16th, so whoops. It's not that I haven't been vlogging. I actually got out my hard drive and checked. I vlogged all through January and up as far as the 9th of February. And I edited my vlogs for like the first 3 weeks of January or the first 2 weeks of January or something like that. And when something went wrong, I couldn't upload them or I couldn't fully edit them. Something happened anyway that made me go, I'm gonna take a break. And then that break became 9 months. Well, actually technically 8 because I did vlog in January and February. And I may include some of those clips here. We'll see what I did. I need to go through them. A week ago, some of my cousins, we had a cousins reunion and some of my cousins, we all went down to the junction in Carrick and we had a great night. It was so much fun. But while we were there, my cousin Emer and my cousin Martina were like, where are your vlogs, Sarah? Start vlogging again. We missed them. We like them. So here I am vlogging again. And to Ollie, I say hi Ollie. And to Etna, I say hi Etna. Some life updates. After this whole thing happened with my laptop in February where it stopped editing vlogs properly or uploading them. Like I said, can't really remember what. This laptop, I got it in first year in college, but it's not only like 4 years old. My old laptop that I had, I got in 2013 because I got it around the same time as I got my wisdom teeth removed. That laptop started to kind of give up on life because it was old. And my brother had this laptop, he refurbished it and gave it to me for Christmas in 2019. And it got me through my college. I got my degree, part and thanks to this laptop. It got me through COVID. But then earlier this year, it's just that because it's a little bit older, it's been tending to get a little bit hot. It gets a bit warm, particularly when I'm editing videos or when I'm playing The Sims 4, which is the other thing that I do on it. So I basically took almost every file that I could off of it, leaving just my video and photo editing software and sound editing software. And I also left on it The Sims 4. And in April, I got myself a new laptop. I got this Surface Book, it's a Surface Pro 9, so it's actually more tablet than laptop. When I got it off Amazon. I saw they had it in blue, grey, I think black, and this green, and I thought this green was so different from anything that, like any of my electronics before. So I went for it. I got the laptop plus the keyboard and pen and mouse for cheaper than just the laptop itself with none of the accessories normally. So it ended up being a really good deal. I love it. It's really handy. It's so light and easy, and it has this kickstand. It's an Intel 5 processor with 16 gig of RAM and 256 gigabyte SSD. So it's not really suitable for editing videos, but I still have my old laptop for that, and I actually took it out here and have been setting it up and updating it because I haven't used it in a while. In terms of work, I'm still working at the same company I've been working for the past 8 years. Obviously I graduated from college last year, and I work US hours, so I work 2 to 10 Monday to Friday, occasional Saturdays, and that's what I've been doing really. I haven't been doing much else, so it's not like I've gone places and done things and not vlogged them. I actually had a pretty boring summer of just working. Once I started working full-time in December of last year, I was using my old chair that I got in IKEA like 6 years ago, and it was fine. Don't get me wrong, it was fine. But working full-time, you know, sitting at a desk for 7.5 hours a day, I needed an upgrade. So I got myself a new chair. This chair is from Home Store and More. I got it in, I can't remember, I think I got it in February or March. It was in the sale. They were trying to just get rid of this, I think it was the last chair they had in stock, and they were just trying to get rid of it. I know that they definitely have it in stock again because the, you know, back to school. But it's a fine chair. It doesn't have any lumbar support that you can adjust. Lumbar adjustment is what I'm thinking of. You can adjust the tilt and you can turn off the tilt and obviously the height, but otherwise it doesn't have any fancy adjustable lumbar support, but it's fine, it does the job. And then in August I bought myself a footstool. It's been really annoying me that I don't have a footstool. So whether I'm at my desk, sometimes I just tuck this in under my desk and I put my feet up on it, or if I'm on my chair and doing stuff here. This is the footstool. It's one of those Ottoman ones, so it has storage and it's like fake leather. It smells awful. I had to leave it air out for about a month, but I have a very sensitive nose, so that could be why. It has the most randomest landmarks. So it has the Eiffel Tower, and then it has the Louvre, and then it has Wall Street, and it has the Flatiron Building, and it has, I think, that's the Tower Bridge in London, or is it the London Bridge? It has the Statue of Liberty over here. On the side of it, it has the Colosseum. It also has the Twin Towers from Malaysia, and it has the Arc de Triomphe as well. So yeah, it's just a random assortment of global landmarks. My most recent upgrade to my workspace situation is I got a new desk. So it is the same as my old desk, except that it's a little bit longer. So my old desk used to end here, and then this one, it just has an extra drawer and shelving inside this press, and I like it. It makes a huge difference. This little bit of space here, you would be surprised, makes a huge difference to my workspace. I'm just in the middle of watching The Offer on Paramount Plus, but I also got a new TV, so it looks pretty much similar to my old television, but it's slightly bigger. We hung it on the wall instead of having it in the middle of the room, and there's two plugs here behind the television, so I was able to tuck all the cables in there and I don't have to worry about it looking untidy. I also was able to mount my multi-room viewing for the skybox behind it, so again, that's plugged into the TV and the wall, and it's all just very neat looking. And it all just gives me this bit of room here, because I used to have my television here in the middle of the room. It used to be really annoying. It just tidies it up, it makes it look neat. After I moved into this room last summer, we had a bit of an issue with Eiley jumping out the window onto the roof. Obviously, when it gets really hot, and it happened again this summer, it was so hot during the heat wave, and I have to leave the window open to leave the air through, but I couldn't run the risk of Eiley jumping out the window. Dad made a net. Let me just adjust the light so you can see. There's a net on the window. So this is the netting he used last summer as well. It's the kind of stuff that you put over plants or vegetables to keep insects out. And he put this wooden frame, so he got 4 pieces of timber, bolted them together, and then I got these 2 brass gold handles from Amazon. They were $2.50 for the 2 of them, so perfect. And I can just lift it on and off. We put these, I don't know if you can even see them with the light, these 4 pieces of timber in the corner, so I can just lift it on and off as I need to when the window is open. Speaking of Eiley, she's a hide somewhere, but I got her an automatic feeder. Basically, Eiley has been waking me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I set up this automatic feeder at 6 a.m. every day. It gives her 1 portion of food, and then it gives it to her again at different times throughout the day, so that she can come over and she can eat. I also got her this tower. So this is a cat census tower, and I can put treats. So every night before bed I come out and I put some treats in the top of it, and then when she wants, in the middle of the night, she can kind of hunt at them and get them out, and it kind of keeps her from running around and waking me up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I can't actually remember off the top of my head how much the feeder was, but it was only about 50 or 60 euro because I got it on sale. And so far, yeah, like, it's working. She doesn't quite understand the noise of the food hitting the bowl means that the food has been dispensed, but she's starting to learn that, I think. Okay, I forgot to tell you one of the best things I bought. I got a robot vacuum. It's Elefant is the name. It's a Chinese company. It does the job. It was like 120 euro on Amazon. It connects via Wi-Fi, and I can go in and I can set whether I want it to be light clean, heavy clean, or normal clean. And it doesn't recognize the room in that. I can't just say like, oh, clean this area of the room. If I want to clean just my bedroom, I have to close the door to the toilet and the hall. But if I want to clean, I can clean like the landing and everything. If I want to, just leave the doors open. Other than that, that's it. I'm crocheting at the moment. I finished my temperature blanket for 2022. You can go check that out on my Instagram. And at the moment I'm making a new blanket out of hexagons. I was rewatching Wayne's World because it's one of the greatest films ever made, and on the couch they had this blanket made of hexagons, and I thought, that's cool, I wonder can I make it. So currently I have 21 colours, and I worked out that I need to do 94 hexagons for the pattern that I'm designing. So if I do 94 of them, and then with 21 colours, that is like 4.7 colours each. So I'll do 4 of each colour and then just 10 random ones, because 4 of each colour will give me 84, and then just random ones. But I think yesterday or Thursday Aldi had some wool, so I'm going to go out and see. They might have some colours that I don't have, and then I can just add them to it as well. I found Eiley. Hello, Eiley. Say hello. Hi. I mentioned that I finished my 2022 temperature blanket. I just have it folded on top of the treadmill because neither the blanket nor the treadmill are in use at the moment. Oh well. I'm making a temperature blanket for 2023. This one I'm using granny square patterns rather than rows, and what I'm doing is taking every 2 days. So for example, January 1st and 2nd would have been somewhere in this row, and it would be whatever the lowest temperature of the 2 days was, whatever the average temperature of the 2 days was, and whatever the highest temperature over the 2 days was. And this is how I'm creating my granny squares. These ones I sprayed with water and then put them onto the block, so they're not perfectly squared. So I went to Home Store and More and I bought myself a steamer. I read online that when you're using acrylic wool, which is what I'm using, you're better off to steam the squares and then put them on. So I've steamed, this is row 2, and I've steamed them. I actually got the steamer the first week of September, I think it was that, no, the last week of August. I got it the last week of August, and then we had the heat wave on the first week of September, so I didn't touch the thing. The hexagon blanket I'm making, I also was, what's the word, blocking. I was also blocking the hexagons. So this is the one that I use. So these are blocking mats that I got from hobby.com, and I put 2 of them together so that they're slightly thicker, and these are kebab skewers that I had downstairs. They're just timber kebab skewers, and I stuck them in and they're in the shape, and that's what I did with the square one as well. Do you know what is wild? Is how quickly it's gotten dark. This time last week I was getting ready to go to the pub, and I turned on my light probably around 20, maybe 25 past 8. It was set to come on automatically at 8:30, and I know I turned it on myself before that. It's now just gone 5 past 8, and I've had the light on since 1:45. That's when I closed my blind because it was getting dark. Now I think I'm going to have some tea. I got this spearmint tea. It's loose leaf tea. Got the little container for the leaf. It comes in a bag, but I wanted to put it into this, and I got this little container in TK Maxx. And I leave it in my wardrobe so it's somewhere dark so that the light can't get to it, because I just have that feeling tea leaves are probably one of those things that are not supposed to be exposed to light. I could be wrong, but it's just something I have in my mind. I decided to have a shower, and after my shower then I went and got my tea. So it's currently brewing, and I realised that this tea mug, cozy, doesn't fit this mug, so I'm gonna have to make a new one, because that's for my green mug, not for my Sloth Life Chose Me mug. I brewed my tea. I actually brewed it for a bit longer than I should have, but that's okay. It's so nice. It's so refreshing. I was editing this video and I noticed this rash on my neck. I didn't know it was there. That's really annoying. Wonder where that came from. I know my neck was itchy. I don't know, was it last night or this morning? But I did have this awful itch. And my mom was like, it looks like someone scratched you. And I was like, yeah, myself. I scratched myself. She thought it was Eiley, and I said, no, it wasn't Eiley. I just scratched my own neck. It's time to render and upload this vlog. I finished the offer, so I decided to turn on The Godfather. And I'm going to finish drinking my tea, which is Niks, Niks tea. They're based in Dublin, I think. I forgot to mention that earlier on. Anyway, that is it for this vlog, this catch up. I promise I will continue vlogging. And Thank you very much for watching. If you like this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you want to see more of my face. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, my details are in the doobly-doo down below. Oh my god, it's called X now. If you want to follow me on Instagram or X, my details are in the doobly-doo down below. I think I have my TikTok down there as well. Something I should check. That is it for me today. TTFN.